One of the articles I've seen is this article above me here, was saying Canada is one of the biggest housing bubbles in the history of modern times. So I want to discuss that. It's not only because of home prices have gone up and mortgages are very large in Canada. What's happened since 2008, Canada has been borrowing more money for their personal use against their home as we've gone to the years of 2015, 18, 20, and in 2023, people's home values have gone up double, triple what they were originally purchased for. So people had the perception that they had an incredible amount of wealth, and they were also forced into situations where when their kids wanted to buy homes, some people had that situation where they need to help their kids with a down payment, and they took a line of credit against their home or another mortgage against their home to do that. Also, if they had a wedding in the family, one of if their daughter was getting married or their son was getting married, and people put a lot of these costs onto their homes. So a lot of the old homeowners who have bought homes for much cheaper, unfortunately, were forced to take on additional debt for situations that like their children's marriages, or help them with a down payment. And we've spoken to lawyers about this too, and they see a lot of that. Parents have been helping their kids with down payments. So the debt, when you combine it with the mortgage debt, when you combine it with the previous homeowners who bought, like say in 2004 or 2000, and most of them had paid their mortgages down, they were forced to, or they chose to, take on more debt onto their home to help their children or their family through a certain situation. And one of the other things we're seeing too in the marketplace is to kind of fight this situation. It's going to put us, Canada, in a scenario where it's very expensive to rent and it's very expensive to own. So we're seeing a trend also where there's co-ownership coming in the marketplace. If you were to go rent a basement apartment in Toronto, it's going to cost you, and let's say not even Toronto, GTA, it's going to cost you anywhere from $1,500 to $2,000 for a basement apartment. And if you were to rent out the main floors, it's going to cost you anywhere from $2,700 to all the way up to $4,000 for a typical home in the GTA. So what people are doing is, instead of deciding to, hey, I'm going to rent this place out, they're pooling their funds. They're getting together with friends and family, and they're saying, okay, let's make an arrangement. We'll make a purchase. We'll combine our incomes, because right now mortgage rates are very high. The Royal Bank is offering a 5-year fixed at 6.29 and a 5-year variable at 7.05, and the majority of the banks are doing the same thing, so it's very difficult to qualify. So they're pooling their funds, they're deciding to move in together, they're making a legal arrangement where they can, whatever space you use, that's the amount of rent you pay, and you divide up the utilities based on the space that you use. So we had discussed in earlier videos too, if you're in a financial situation, the reason why I share these stories is make adjustments, do what you have to do, do your best not to lose your home. And also, we talked about renewals in the last video. A lot of mortgages are coming due next year, and I want to kind of speak on that. Many of the banks are helping out on renewals. If your mortgage is difficult for you to pay, they will extend your amortization. And in this article above me states that many of the mortgages now have 35-year amortization, and up to 43% of them have an amortization longer than 25 years. So the banks will help you. You don't have to requalify. You don't have to go through the stress tests. If you're in good standing, the bank will send you a notice in the mail saying your renewal is here. Here are the options you have to choose from, either a 3-year or a 5-year variable or a fixed. It's really up to you. And all you have to do is contact them, or they'll call you to do the same thing. You just let them know what you want to do, sign the forms, and your mortgage will automatically renew into that new term that you agreed upon. Again, guys, this is Real Estate with Raza. If you have any questions, and remember, next week, September the 6th, which is Wednesday, the Bank of Canada will be meeting to make their interest rate announcement. Right now, we're kind of 50-50 on the fence if they're going to be raising it or leaving it as is. We don't see them bringing the rates down. So September 6th, I will be updating you guys to let you know what the Bank of Canada decision was. If you have any questions, call me anytime, 416-995-7317. And again, this is Real Estate Raza. You guys have yourself a wonderful day. Until next time, take care. Bye-bye.